What's up, Yankees fans? If you thought the rivalry with the Red Sox couldn't get any spicy, well, think again. Because what just unfolded in the Bronx wasn't just another chapter. It felt like an entirely new book was written. We had bold rookie statements, thunderous responses from the captain, a roller coaster game that left fans breathless, and a roster shakeup that might be quiet now, but could echo down the stretch. Yeah, this weekend had it all. So buckle up, because this one's going to hit deep. It all kicked off with a moment that could have come straight out of a sports movie. Picture this. You're a rookie pitcher about to make your very first start in Major League Baseball. And that debut happens to be at Yankee Stadium, one of the most iconic pressure cooker ballparks in all of sports. Most guys would try to stay focused, keep their heads down, maybe throw out a humble quote to the media, but not Hunter Dobbins. No, this Red Sox newcomer had other plans. Just hours before his debut, Dobbins was quoted dropping a bombshell. If the Yankees were the only team to offer him a contract, he'd rather retire, not wait it out. Not consider other options, not see how his career unfolds. Retire. Cold, hard, retire. That's how deep his Red Sox roots supposedly run. According to him, he grew up in a household that viewed the Yankees as the ultimate enemy, and getting drafted by Boston just locked him into that mindset even harder. That's the kind of fire you expect in this rivalry. But coming from someone who hadn't even thrown his first MLB pitch, that was bold. Or maybe just reckless. Now, it's one thing to talk trash. It's another thing entirely when the guy you're about to face is Aaron Judge, the captain, the heart and soul of the Yankees, the kind of player who doesn't need to talk, because his bat does all the talking anyone could ever need, and you better believe he was listening. First inning, Ben Rice gets things started with a sharp single. The stadium's buzzing, everyone's still digesting those Dobbins comments. Then comes Judge, stepping into the batter's box with that familiar calm swagger. First pitch from Dobbins, a fastball that caught just a little too much plate, and Judge absolutely unloads on it. 436 feet later, that ball lands deep into the right field bleachers, a missile, a message, a welcome. To the big leagues, Yankee style. But this wasn't just another home run in Judge's highlight reel. It was the second longest opposite field shot of his entire career. He didn't just put the Yankees on the board, he put Dobbins in his place. It was loud, it was fierce, and it was exactly the kind of response that turns rivalries into legends. Naturally, reporters couldn't wait to ask Aaron Boone about the rookie's comments. Boone, as usual, played it cool. He said the kid's young, and it just showed his passion for his own team. Didn't take it as an insult to the Yankees players. A classic Boone answer, calm, measured, keeping the spotlight off the drama. But not everyone took it that lightly. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the Yankees' new spark plug in the infield, chimed in with a different perspective. On social media, he wrote, "That baseball could use more trash talk, more fire." He didn't seem bothered. In fact, he embraced it. But at the end of the day, talk is cheap. What matters is what happens between those white lines. And when it came to results, Dobbins found out quick that talking the talk without walking the walk doesn't end well in the Bronx. The Yankees lineup didn't let him off the hook. In just 5 innings, he gave up 3 earned runs, including that bomb from Judge and another solo shot later by DJ LeMahieu. He was pulled before he could see the 6th inning, probably wondering if it was worth poking the bear before stepping into the cave. Now, to be fair, Dobbins' overall numbers so far in his young career aren't terrible. 2 wins, 1 loss, an earned run average just over 4. But in a rivalry like this, the expectations and the pressure multiply. Maybe next time he'll let his pitching do the talking instead of tossing gasoline onto a fire he hadn't even stepped into yet. But let's not pretend the Yankees had the last laugh in this series, because what happened after that electric start was something fans in pinstripes would rather forget, or at least try to. Sunday's finale was a painful reminder that in baseball, momentum is a fragile thing. 1 minute you're riding high on a homer from your captain. The next you're watching the game, and the series, slip through your fingers like a dropped grounder. Carlos Rodon came into the game looking like a man on a mission. 4 straight starts with 1 or fewer runs allowed. Not a single home run given up in that stretch. He had been dominant, surgical, every bit the ace the Yankees were hoping for when they signed him. But Sunday just wasn't his day. Rodon started strong, Judge went deep again. LeMahieu added his solo blast, and the Yankees looked like they were on track to take control. But then the wheels came off, slowly at first, then all at once. In the 6th inning, Rodon lost his command. He hit Rafael Devers on the arm with a sinker, walked the next batter, then threw a fastball that Carlos Narvaez absolutely destroyed. A 3-run shot that flipped the entire script. Just like that, what was a narrow Yankees lead turned into a Boston rally. Things didn't get better from there. Fernando Cruz came in from the bullpen and struck out the first guy he faced. Promising start, right? But then he gave up a double, a single, a walk, bases loaded. And suddenly Aaron Boone was back out there calling for Tim Hill, who up to that point hadn't allowed a hit with the bases loaded all season. Keyword, hadn't. Because Jarren Duran came through with a 2-run single that blew the game wide open. 7-3. Silence in the stadium. That early excitement from Judge's homer, gone. Still, the Yankees didn't roll over. They showed heart. Judge walked, Bellinger singled, Goldschmidt worked a walk, and Jazz Chisholm hit a sacrifice fly. Anthony Volpe hit a shot off the pitcher's leg that brought in another run. The Yankees were clawing back. The bases were loaded, and DJ LeMahieu was up again, looking to be the hero. But this time, the magic ran out. Ground out. Rally over but from. There, the bullpen couldn't keep things tight. Jonathan Loaiziga threw a clean 7th, but the 8th was a mess. He gave up back-to-back home runs to Abraham Toro and Trevor Story, and that pretty much iced it. Brent Hedrick came in during the 9th and served up another bomb. This time to Devers, who tied the Red Sox record for most home runs in a single game at the new Yankee Stadium. That made 5 bombs at Yankee Stadium. By the Red Sox, let that sink in. Judge did hit another home run in the 9th, his 2nd of the game, which tied him with Lou Gehrig for 3rd most multi-homer games in Yankees history. That's not nothing. In fact, it's an incredible milestone. But even that wasn't enough to save the day. The final score, Red Sox 11, Yankees 7, and maybe the worst part, it wasn't just the loss, it was how they lost. Over the 3-game series, the Yankees gave up 27 runs. They allowed 5-run innings in back-to-back games, something that had only happened 3 times in the 62 games before this series. That's more than just a bad stretch. That's a warning sign. Something's off. The team now heads to Kansas City to face the Royals, and after a day off to lick their wounds, they'll send Max Fried to the mound to try and stop the bleeding. He'll be going up against Noah Cameron, and every pitch of that game will matter because the Yankees need to bounce back. The rotation needs a reset. The bullpen needs answers. And the offense, well, the offense has to do more than show flashes. Leaving the bases loaded twice in one game, especially in a rivalry like this, just isn't going to cut it. Now, while all this chaos was happening on the field, the Yankees front office was quietly making moves behind the scenes. And one of those moves could end up being sneaky important. While the spotlight was fixed on the drama unfolding between the Yankees and Red Sox, New York quietly added a new piece to their puzzle, C.J. Alexander. On the surface, this might not have grabbed the headlines like a towering home run or a clutch strikeout. But in baseball, those under-the-radar moves often prove their worth down the stretch. Alexander brings a different kind of value. Versatility, power from the left side, and the potential to shake up a Yankees bench that's felt a little thin in recent weeks. C.J. Alexander is a 28-year-old infielder who bats left-handed, originally drafted way back in the 20th round by the Atlanta Braves in 2018. His journey through the minors and major leagues has been a winding road, making his big league debut with the Kansas City Royals in 2024 before a brief stint with Oakland earlier this season. When you look at his limited major league stats, they don't jump off the page. Just 4 hits in 25 plate appearances, putting his OPS on base plus slugging at a modest .320. Not the kind of numbers that make fans immediately excited, right? But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a potential blockbuster move that's already stirring waves across Major League Baseball, whispers are growing louder about the New York Yankees' interest in acquiring Nolan Arenado, the star third baseman known for his exceptional defense and powerful bat. While no official announcement has been made, sources close to the situation suggest that the Yankees could be eyeing Arenado as a key addition to bolster their infield and offensive lineup for the upcoming season. Nolan Arenado, who has long been celebrated as one of the best third basemen in the league, would bring a blend of elite defensive skills and consistent offensive production that any team would covet. His reputation for making spectacular plays and his knack for clutch hitting could perfectly complement the Yankees' ambitions to strengthen their roster and chase another World Series title. Fans and analysts alike have started speculating about how Arenado's presence might reshape the Yankees' infield dynamics and overall team chemistry. The possibility of Arenado donning the iconic pinstripes has sparked intense discussion among baseball insiders. The Yankees have been known for making bold moves to enhance their lineup, and landing a player of Arenado's caliber fits that pattern. If the trade materializes, it could signal a major shift in the team's strategy, possibly impacting the roles of current players and opening new avenues for offensive firepower. The impact on the American League East race could be significant, as adding a player like Arenado might give the Yankees an edge against their fierce rivals. While the exact terms of a potential deal remain unclear, the buzz suggests the Yankees are prepared to offer a competitive package to secure Arenado's services. This could involve prospects or other key players, which would only add to the intrigue surrounding the move. The trade rumors have also sparked conversations about Arenado's fit within the Yankees clubhouse culture and how his veteran leadership could influence the team's younger talent. As the offseason progresses, all eyes will be on the Yankees front office and how they navigate this potential acquisition. With Nolan Arenado's name circulating as a top target, the baseball world is watching closely, eager to see if this rumor will turn into reality. Should the deal come through, it might just be the spark the Yankees need to reignite their championship aspirations and set the stage for an electrifying season ahead. For now, it remains a tantalizing possibility, one that keeps fans and commentators buzzing with excitement and anticipation. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.